Hey, this is Brett with Kvell Fitness and Nutrition, and I am here with Gretchen, our Director of Nutrition, and we're here for our Thursday date, right?
Absolutely.
Boom, Thursday date. And we're going to talk today about digestion. So first, I want to say, why is it important? Why does digestion matter?
You know what? Everything centers around our gut and how we're digesting food and where we're putting it and assimilating those nutrients. So, in my opinion, everything comes from how we're digesting, and the process of how it's flowing.
So you're telling me, like, even if I'm eating healthy food, if I'm not digesting it properly, it's probably not doing all of it.
It's not doing anything. You're wasting a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay. So really important. So, and this is what a lot of people don't understand, I think, is, maybe you're eating good food, but you have these gut issues that aren't allowing you to absorb all the protein or digest all the nutrients or minerals or all that. So having your digestion optimized is extremely important. So today, we're just going to give you three kind of quick, here's the things you can do to start to optimize your digestion and your gut health. And so, drum roll, what's number one?
First and foremost, you've got to kind of set the path and make it a nice clean path, and that's done through probiotics and prebiotics. So our probiotics are going to be kind of what fertilize the soil, and for when we take in those good probiotics, for those probiotics to kind of feed off of. So first, that would be huge to do for your digestive tract, is to go ahead and feed yourself those probiotics and prebiotics.
So I think some people get confused here about like the pre and the pro, and they don't really understand it all. And they hear a lot about yogurt and it's good for your gut. And can you, so what would be like things that I can get, just foods, natural foods that I can get the prebiotics for, and then again, just a little more detail on like what the prebiotic does.
Okay, so your prebiotics are your fibers. So they're things that are going to flush out all of those toxins and really offer a great soil for those prebiotics to come and live in and thrive in. So without a prebiotic, in order to wipe out all of those toxins, those probiotics just kind of go right through, because they've got to be processed and eliminated in some way.
Well, yeah, and they also so the prebiotics also are what the probiotics feed on, right?
That's right.
So
That's right.
they got to have something to eat, and they got to have a place to stay.
That's right.
Because they're just like, they're just like little humans, right? Except for bacteria. So, and then what kind of foods are we talking about?
So prebiotics are like anything fiber-wise. So dark leafy greens, apples, beans, lentil, all of those real high fiber foods. They do a really great job of obviously flushing us out.
Yeah, so on nutritionfacts.org, I believe, he has something on there about fiber, and he talks about like the Paleolithic people, and he basically says that they ate in excess of 100 grams of fiber a day. And we, like, our recommended daily allowance is what, not our idea, our recommended amount of fiber now is like, what, 30, I think?
Yeah, I would say between 25 and 30 grams.
And most people, I don't know what the stat is, but it's terrible. Most people don't even get 30, whereas our ancestors used to be getting hundreds. Right? And so that does a few things. It keeps you full when you eat a lot of fiber foods.
Absolutely.
Right? Keeps you full so you're not like constantly hungry. Feeds all those good healthy gut bacteria. It's like a cleaning system for your guts. It's like if you think of a chimney and you got the chimney sweep up there, like brushing that's kind of what fiber does.
Exactly right. Takes all of those toxins and just takes them with them.
Get out of here. It also helps lower cholesterol, all kinds of things. Cholesterol lowering, all kinds of good things. Okay, so that's number one. Okay. So prebiotic, probiotic, we're counting that as number one?
Right.
Okay, absolutely. Now let's talk real quick about probiotics.
So probiotics, those are going to be any of your fermented foods. So a lot of your kefir, your yogurt, your kombucha, all of those kind of things that are going to offer all of those good gut bugs in there to get in there and overpower the bad bugs. We have good and bad, which we want to balance, but we want the good to be stronger than the bad. Yes. All the time.
Boom. And of course there's supplements for those, but you got to be careful. What, every 3 months you should change the probiotic supplement?
Yeah. Keep your body guessing, because each product is going to have its own set of strains that they want as their formula, but we want to keep our body guessing with all the billions and billions of strains out there. Yeah. So constantly change those over. About every 3 months, throw yourself a new probiotic. You'll probably notice some changes, but that means it's working. Yeah, it's
kind of like the too much of a good thing is not a good thing. And that's the same thing. If you have the same like probiotic supplement, too much of that's going to overpower some of the other good bacteria, which you won't want to happen. So I would start out first with like foods, kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir, all those types of things. Let's start out with those. And then, so that's number one. So that's, what's the number two way to optimize your gut?
Nutrient-dense foods. your body will know exactly what to do with them at all times. So you always kind of want to try and feed yourself a high nutrient dense food, so that your body can work less at
What
trying
is
to digest
that?
them.
Like, can you give me what's a nutrient dense food and what is a not nutrient dense food, like a caloric dense food? Give me some examples here for the people.
Let's say anything that comes from a plant is nutrient dense. Anything that's made in a plant is probably less nutrient dense. So that's kind
Okay,
of
so
the
let's just
rule
throw some stuff
that I
out
would
here.
go
So
with.
like French fries.
Not nutrient
Very
dense.
calorie dense, right? Not nutrient dense. But what about like a baked potato?
But a baked potato is great. I mean, it's got everything that you can even imagine. You've got your carbs, you've got your fiber, you've got water. It's huge water content. So.
You just didn't fry the crazy everything out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, another nutrient dense food would be like broccoli, right?
Broccoli's
And
great.
then like, what about like whole wheat bun?
It depends on how you handle it. There's definitely some good takeaway that you can have from a whole wheat bun. Unfortunately,
But comparatively speaking, broccoli, whole wheat bun, which
No.
one has more nutrients in it?
100% broccoli.
Okay, all right. So that's kind of what you want to think about. Basically, the easiest way to think about it is if it is processed, the more processed it is, the less nutrients it has in it. The less processed it is, the more nutrients it has in it.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, that's the best, easiest way to look at it. So if it comes in a box or a bag, less nutrients. Without a box or a bag, more nutrients.
Yep.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3, it's all about timing and how you feed your body and also let your body rest. So you have to rest in order to digest. So when we're eating our dinners at 9 o'clock at night and then immediately going to bed, our body is so busy digesting that it doesn't have time to detox. And so it really throws our digestive tract for a loop. And so in order to really provide the greatest amount of nutrients and energy source and all of that for your body, I say make sure that you're eating within a window, and usually about the same window each day. Change it up every once in a while if you want, but give yourself at least 2 hours before you lay down and let your body truly detox so that your digestive tract is constantly working at the peak performance.
Well, what about these people that I see like eating and driving?
Yeah, no, digestion only happens in a parasympathetic state. And so the whole premise behind taking a big deep breath before you inhale your food, or eating, chewing your food in completion and all of that, it's a timing thing, and it's you really have to put yourself into a digestive mentality, and that's a very relaxed state. So if those things don't happen first, then there's a lot of scientific things that don't happen afterwards. Not to get into too much of it, but like your stomach acid will not start being secreted, and carbs aren't broken down, fats aren't broken down, proteins aren't broken down, and then pretty soon we feel like we have heartburn or we're bloated or something like that. It's a really great red flag of saying, like, I think I probably ate too fast, I probably didn't relax, and maybe I didn't chew my food enough, and so I'm gonna pay for it.
So like I shouldn't probably eat at my desk and work at the same time.
Absolutely.
I shouldn't like make some kind of breakfast and then drive to work and eat at the same time.
No.
Those are things I shouldn't do. So like take some time, set aside, even if it's just like, let's say you're like, I just don't have time to do that. Well, set aside like 10 to 15 minutes, for your meals, and just slow down, take a few deep breaths before you eat,
Absolutely.
like calm everything. There's a doctor a long time ago, and his whole deal was like, if you are not in a calm state, don't eat. If you don't have a relish for food, don't eat. Like basically listen to your body, calm your body down, make sure that you're ready for to eat, to digest and all that.
Absolutely.
So those 3 things. So again, let's cover them. So number 1 was
Feed your body well, probiotics and prebiotics.
okay. Number 2,
nutrient dense whole food diet as much as possible.
and number 3.
And then timing, making sure that we are eating certain times, slowing down, all of it. Think about time.
I cannot stress how important digestion is. I think it is probably one of the main ailments of at least the Americans at this point. If more people fixed their digestion, we wouldn't have as many issues as we have.
Yep.
So work on your digestion, especially as the holiday season comes up. Overeating, eating bad foods, all those things can be part of that. So let's make sure we make it out of these holidays feeling good and better. We'll see you next Thursday.